Hello and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week we show you how Russia is improving its combat capabilities, find out about China's new surveillance plans, and we tell you how the deepfake technology is ruining women's lives. Let's get started. Russia is known for developing high-tech weapons, be it fighter jets, robotic combat vehicles, and hypersonic missiles. And now the country is planning to combine two lethal weapons. Watch this story to know more.
Russia keeps strengthening its defense capabilities, from self-detonating drones to autonomous combat vehicles. Russia's weapons of war have become more technologically advanced. And now, this is the latest. The country has decided to give its anti-tank marker robot a makeover. The marker robot is an unmanned ground vehicle that resembles a tank in appearance. The robotic vehicle, which weighs around 3,000 kilograms, provides advanced autonomous driving capabilities and uses AI to recognize objects. The anti-tank robotic vehicle can be used to track and destroy enemy targets. It can be equipped with anti-tank missiles, machine guns, and even grenade launchers. Therefore, it's also referred to as Killer Robot. And now Russia has decided to equip the anti-tank marker robot with a Baz-80 kamikaze drone. The drone is small in size. It's been designed to make it compatible with the robotic unmanned ground vehicle. The Baz-80 drone weighs 1.7 kilograms without any warhead. It can carry 600 grams of explosives. This capacity can be increased if required. The UAV has a range of 30 kilometers and it can fly for up to 18 minutes. The marker robot was not initially created for warfare, but Russia has already employed these robots to support its operations in Syria and eastern Ukraine. And now, this idea of combining a killer robot and a suicide drone could provide a strategic advantage to the Russian forces.
Our next story is about China, a country that is often slammed for its invasive technologies and surveillance practices. And now Beijing is said to be working on a spy drone. Experts fear this could give China a surveillance advantage during a possible military confrontation. We get you more details in this report.
China has a long history of spying on others. Countries around the world fear that Chinese-made electronic equipment could be used for spying. Recently, Beijing was slammed after a Chinese spy balloon was found to be flying over the US. The nation is often criticized for cranking up political espionage. China's intelligence agencies have been accused of using a range of methods to steal sensitive information. The country spies on corporations, other governments, and even its own citizens. And now, once again, China's intentions are questioned. Why? Because it has designed a surveillance drone. According to a leaked US military assessment, the Chinese military may soon deploy a high-altitude spy drone. The leaked document features satellite images of the WZ-8 rocket-propelled reconnaissance drone. Such drones were spotted at an airbase in eastern China, which is located some 560 kilometers from Shanghai. It's said to be a supersonic drone that can travel at least 3 times the speed of sound. Also, it can fly at an altitude of 100,000 feet. Note that passenger planes fly between 31,000 and 38,000 feet, which means this drone will be flying at 3 times that height. The document does not detail how the drone is propelled, but it mentions that engine features are primarily associated with rocket fuel. So now comes the next obvious question: what can this drone do? As per media reports, the drones are part of China's cutting-edge surveillance system. It can help China gather real-time mapping data. The use of synthetic aperture radar would allow it to map territory at night and during foggy weather. No wonder the Chinese military is making technological advances. And the new age tools could dramatically strengthen China's ability to conduct surveillance operations.
Technology has advanced so much that you can now easily create fake videos and images. With the help of digital technologies, you can replace a person's face with that of another individual. It may be fun as long as it doesn't harm anyone. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Deepfake technology has become a growing concern. It is being weaponized against women. Our next story gets you more details.
Hello. As you can see, I am here on the beautiful island of Mystique.
President Trump is a total and complete.
I feel really blessed because I genuinely love the process of manipulating people online for money.
Does that make it real?
Fake news, Boris. You're being conned. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
These videos may look real, but the fact is they are bogus. In other words, they are deepfake videos of celebrities. Deepfakes are videos and images that are digitally created or altered with artificial intelligence. Such videos are designed to deceive people, spread propaganda, influence public opinion, and so on. But there is something that's more concerning about deepfakes. The same technology is used to create sophisticated and visually compelling deepfake porn as well. In other words, miscreants use high-tech tools to realistically superimpose celebrity faces on actors in porn videos. As artificial intelligence continues to advance and AI tools become easily accessible, things get only worse, primarily for women. Non-consensual deepfake pornography is becoming an even bigger problem amid the AI race. Celebrities like Gal Gadot and Billie Eilish have been victims of deepfake porn. It is now becoming more common for non-celebrities as well to be victims of such non-consensual videos. The technology is essentially allowing anyone to turn whoever they wish into sexual fantasies, and all that happens without consent. Sometimes the same technology is used to harm former partners, also referred to as revenge porn. According to Sensity, an Amsterdam-based company that detects and monitors AI-developed synthetic media for industries, 96% of deepfakes are sexually explicit and feature women who didn't consent to creation of the content. These sexually exploitative videos are easily available online for anyone to buy, reducing women to sexual objects. People who create these fake videos are accepting payments via major credit cards. Would you believe that the deepfake porn economy is growing? The rise of AI-generated imagery has taken harassment against women to hideous new heights. Some say it has become a means to punish and silence women. Experts fear that with advancements in AI, this particular technology will continue to become as easy as pushing a button. As a result, more people could misuse the technology to harm others. Now, an important question: how to limit or ban it? Some firms that are designing AI tools are already curbing access to explicit images. For instance, OpenAI, the maker of ChatGPT, says it has blocked users from creating AI images of celebrities and prominent people. Some social media companies have also been tightening up their rules to better protect their platforms against harmful material. The gaming platform Twitch is an example. Twitch recently updated its policies around explicit deepfake images after a popular streamer named Atriok was discovered to have deepfake porn website open on his browser during a live stream. The site featured phony images of fellow Twitch streamers. Other companies such as Google and Apple have also tried to ban deepfakes from their platforms. But is it enough? Perhaps not. Note that keeping such content off platforms requires diligence. The impact of deepfake porn can be devastating for people who are targeted. It can damage their reputation and cause them psychological distress. As we understand, governing the internet is next to impossible, especially when countries have their own laws for content that has sometimes made it halfway around the world. And more so, laws or bans may struggle to contain a technology that is designed to continually adapt and improve. And what's even more concerning, deepfakes can be made and published online from anywhere in the world. Therefore, we need a global and collaborative response to this issue. Lawmakers and technology companies need to start seeing the problem of non-consensual deepfake porn as an emergency that needs immediate attention, and find out ways to hold its creators and facilitators worldwide accountable.
Deepfake porn is a real threat. It can be traumatic for victims. And there is more that you need to know and learn about the dangers of deepfake porn. And most importantly, find out how we can fight it. Deepfake porn is a growing problem. It has terrifying implications. And today we are joined by a woman who has experienced that reality. Noelle Martin is an Australian activist and lawyer. Having been a target of deepfake porn, she is now working towards raising awareness about technology-facilitated sexual abuse. Welcome to WION, Ms. Martin. My first question to you is, you have been a victim of deepfake pornography. Could you please tell us how you discovered your fake videos and images on the internet?
My journey with this abuse has extended over 10 years, and it started off with perpetrators fabricating images of me into pornography and sharing that online. I spoke out about it and I started fighting for law reform, and that only caused the perpetrators to continue to target me. And so they created fake videos of me, deepfake videos of me, I believe as a way to silence me for speaking out.
So did you eventually find out who was behind it?
To this day, I have no idea who's behind it. And I don't believe it is one person. I think it's a number of people. And I do believe that they are overseas, so not in Australia.
So in such a case, how can we trace and punish offenders then?
What we have is a global problem, and countries around the world can only do so much because they are limited by jurisdiction. And so we need to figure out a solution, I believe a global solution, so that we don't have a situation where someone halfway around the world can do this to another person and ruin their life and livelihood and employability and dreams and hopes without being held accountable, and the journey that we're on.
So when we talk about deepfake pornography, victim blaming is quite common, and that's unfortunate. How can we change that?
Victim blaming, the shaming of women is very, it's a huge issue. I think the best way to deal with it is to have conversations and have these uncomfortable conversations. I mean, we certainly need these conversations to be had in schools, in universities, in communities, and we have to be willing to challenge our own attitudes and assumptions, and also be willing to challenge other people that might have these attitudes.
There is another concern. In times when AI is rapidly advancing, it could become easier for people to access new technologies and create fake videos and photos. How can we tackle it?
I think there won't be just one solution. We need to ensure and fight for countries and jurisdictions around the world to criminalize the non-consensual sharing of intimate images and videos, and that needs to include AI-generated deepfake porn. So we need laws. We need some sort of justice in place for victims to turn to. We also need to improve our education around this issue. We need to hold tech companies accountable, and tech companies who are helping to facilitate this in some way, or who profit from it.
As you said, we need to hold tech companies accountable. My next question is, are tech companies and social media platforms doing enough to crack down on deepfake videos?
I think we are starting to see more action from social media companies in particular, but I don't believe it's enough. Content like this still finds its way on the platform, on platforms, and these social media companies in particular are profiting from the sharing of this illegal content. So I think more needs to be done to ensure that they're not allowed to do that, to ensure that they are required to take down that content expeditiously.
What, according to you, can lawmakers do to mitigate the misuse of deepfake technology?
Lawmakers need to implement laws that criminalize the creation and distribution of deepfake porn, and criminalize that without consent. that is just at the baseline. There are other potential solutions that lawmakers can try to achieve. In Australia, we have an online safety regulator that is responsible for keeping Australians safe online. And so if you happen to be a victim of deepfake porn or image-based sexual abuse in general, you can report it to this regulator. And the regulatory system that we have in Australia is being used as a model for other countries to emulate, and that might be something that countries around the world can consider doing themselves.
And before we close the interview, I would like to ask you, do you have any message for the victims of deepfake porn? How can they cope with such trauma?
It doesn't have to ruin your life. It might feel that way when it's happening, but you can get over it. You can get past it, and you can come out stronger. And you shouldn't ever have to feel any shame.
Thank you for sharing such valuable insights, Ms. Martin. Deepfake pornography could have lifelong effects on an individual's reputation, dignity, employability, and interpersonal relationships. For many, it could be a never-ending struggle. Therefore, policymakers need to take stringent measures to regulate the deepfake technology. Moving on, our next story is about a technology that has taken the world by storm. I'm talking about artificial intelligence. It can do a lot of things. It can simplify complex topics. It has the ability to master creative processes. AI can help prevent online fraud. And now, it can even prescribe medicines. Here is more.
Artificial intelligence has transformed the healthcare industry in many ways. AI has reshaped the way we diagnose, treat, and monitor patients. And now, AI is prescribing medication to patients. Yes, you heard that right. The company behind it is an Israeli health tech firm. Its name is Genetica Plus. According to the company, its AI technology can best match antidepressants to patients. It can avoid unwanted side effects. Also, it can make sure that the prescribed drug works as well as possible. How does it happen? Technicians collect the patient's blood samples to generate genetic data. The data is run through an AI system. The AI software then determines the best drug for the patient that a doctor can prescribe along with the dosage. In other words, AI can help doctors find the best antidepressants for patients. As per World Health Organization, more than 280 million people suffer from depression globally. It has been reported that almost 2/3 of initial prescriptions for depression or anxiety may not work properly. So there is hope that this latest advancement in health technology could lead to a faster and more reliable cure for depression. The technology is currently in the development stage. It could be launched commercially next year. The company hopes its technology will be in strong demand in the future. Like Genetica Plus, there are now several other startups that are exploring the use of machine learning and AI in the pharmaceutical industry. UK-based Excentia is another AI-driven pharma company. Its mission is to use AI to find faster and smarter ways to discover new and better drugs. Today, on average, it takes more than 10 years and billions of dollars to develop a new drug. The idea is to use AI to speed up the drug discovery process and bring down costs. Therefore, new labs are being built around the world. Last year, Excentia opened a new research center in Vienna. In February, InSilico Medicine, a drug discovery firm based in Hong Kong, opened a large new lab in Abu Dhabi. Overall, around 24 drugs developed with the assistance of AI are now in or entering clinical trials. The global pharmaceutical industry generated revenues of $1.4 trillion in 2021. Experts believe that the potential for AI to transform this industry is quite huge.
Up next, we show you high-tech innovations showcased at the Shanghai Auto Show. These in-car technologies aim to make your driving experience smarter and safer. Take a look.
Automakers are showing off state-of-the-art technology at the ongoing Shanghai Auto Show. Look at this car from Zeekr, a premium electric vehicle. Wondering what's special about it? The newly released X model SUV has seats that can massage passengers. Popular video game engine company Unity is helping companies like Li Auto transform their dashboard display into a 3D game-like interface. The company is also displaying its version of the cockpit of the future at the auto show. There is more. A rotating crystal sphere in the center console of the Genesis GV60 is also grabbing eyeballs. It looks cool. Interestingly, it is not only an aesthetic element of the interior design. In fact, it has a purpose. It turns into a shift dial when the car is on and ready to be driven. Many other Chinese brands are showcasing dashboard touchscreens that allow users to sing karaoke or play games on the go. Interestingly, automakers are competing to roll out faster, more luxurious, more feature-drenched electric vehicles at the Shanghai Auto Show.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Roteja, signing off.